What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome inside the SummerSlam edition of Unlikely. For those that do not know, I go by the name of Adrian Hernandez, and I come from the city of Cleveland, Ohio. So to be able to go back home, to hit the This Is For You Cleveland, to do that in Cleveland, on the cement, on the ground of Cleveland, and to go back and work and cover SummerSlam, it's a dream come true, bro. It was a spectacular time. The food, as always, was amazing. The people were excited. Downtown was popping. Outside of all the WWE events, big weekend in Cleveland, regardless, with concerts, the Guardians, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Like, there was a lot of different events going on. Downtown Cleveland was popping throughout the entire week, especially in the weekend. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful to be able to cover it. I'm very fortunate to be one of the people that gets to do this. And I'm very fortunate and very grateful that I get to do this because of all of you. For those that listen to the show, for those that are on the YouTube, that are on the social media, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, you guys are the reason why I get to be in these rooms and get to talk to these people. So thank you, especially when it comes to YouTube. Thank you to all the subscribers. We just passed 25,000 subscribers. We are on pace. By the time this posts, we might even hit it already, but we're very close to 27,000, which means we're heading towards 30,000, which is the next landmark. I'm kind of curious. It's 3 months away. It seems unlikely, but that's why it's the name of the show. I want to see if we can hit 50,000 by the end of the year and double up. That's the next big landmark. But until then, we'll keep improving. And we'll keep trying to produce some entertaining stuff for you to get you through your day. All right. So again, thank you to everyone. I don't get to do these things and get to go to these places without the support and without the help of all of you. Last time I opened the show with me actually talking, I let you guys know what's going on behind the scenes in my personal life when it comes to the mother of my kid and her being diagnosed with breast cancer. I will give an update. It's a weird update. I don't know how to properly put this in the context, but the medicine is working, and the cancer, I don't even know. It's not spreading, and every time we do the scans, it seems to get smaller and smaller and smaller. We're halfway done with chemo. She has been recommended to do chemo, then surgery, then radiation. So we're chugging along. We're halfway through, or she's halfway through, I should say, with chemo, and it seems to be working from that aspect I just told you when it comes to the cancer, and it decreasing, I guess, for lack of a better term. But it's also been extremely hellacious on her and her body and her mental health. So all the prayers and all the support is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys. It means the world to us. With all that being said, just want to say it again. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. We hit 25,000. That is freaking insane. My goal going into this year was to hit 12,000, because going into 2024, I think we had like 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers. So to hit 25,000 it's insane. Our little channel, this little community. Thank you again. Now let's get to business, which is SummerSlam. So, who are we going to be talking to? We're going to be talking to, at the time, the women's champion of the WWE, and Bayley. We talked to Bayley. We were able to have a conversation with Chelsea Green, the hometown boy Vic Joseph. Talked to Omos about some of the things happening with MVP. And we also might throw a little different treat, man. Truth be told, when it comes to the coverage, I thought we'd get more, but what we ended up with, I don't even want to say if it's good or not, because I can't be the judge of it. I'm biased. I'm going to let you and let me know what you think. This is Unlikely SummerSlam edition. Bayley, can you kick us off, please? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Unlikely at SummerSlam, here with the champ, Bayley. First question, Bayley.
I didn't know where you were going with that because I didn't know the name of your
Network, the greatest podcast in the world.
It's unlikely at SummerSlam that Bayley will win.
No, that's disrespectful.
I was gonna leave.
And you're right in front of my face.
Yeah,
I'm not on Twitter.
You're scared,
I would never do that.
Okay.
I'm very scared.
I'm so sorry.
Also, John Cena had the same thing. He's like, the name of your podcast is unlikely. Anyway, I'm glad you're on it. I want to talk about Mania. I thought it was really cool at the press conference. You wore Jada Stone's t-shirt.
Yeah.
You represented, and of course, you look at Izzy Moreno, Billy Starks. Like, there's a lot of people that like look up to you and you're an inspiration. And to see them, like, it's one thing for people to say it, but to see them like actually live it and see what they're doing. Like, if you took a moment to be like, yo, that's pretty cool and crazy.
Dude, it's so crazy. I think about it all the time. I'm just, I think from a young age, when I was able to meet, Ivory was the first women's wrestler I met. And I remember telling her at 12 or 13 that I wanted to be a wrestler. And she goes, all right, well, I'll see you in the ring one day. And that really like stuck with me. I said, well, now I really got to do it because Ivory is going to see me in the, like that.
I can't lie.
Yeah, that's really what pushed me to do these things. And I wrote Lita fan mail one time and she wrote me back and was just like, follow your dreams. And I said, now I really have to do it. So like, I remember that meeting these girls when they were younger and them telling me that they wanted to be a wrestler. And it's like, you're going to do it. Like, if that's really what you want to do, I believe that you're going to do it. So to see them, like, I remember Jada standing outside at our shows, as the fans waiting for us. She had Boston Hug custom shoes. Izzy, obviously, we all know everything that she's done. Her and I have done in NXT. To see her like killing it and graduating high school early and she's already a champion and all those things. There's another one I met at WrestleMania. Her name's Becca. She started doing the belly to belly as her finish. So like, I love that we have been able to inspire so many young people and that they're really going for it. And I feel so much pride in that. That's
incredible. I do want to talk about your opponent for a second because Bianca Belair did an interview with Complex. She admitted that when she felt the finisher from Nia, she peed herself a little bit because it was extremely painful. I'm not going to ask you about when you peed in the ring. I want to ask you what move and what moment made you feel...
That sounds like a Bianca thing. She's so disgusting.
What move has made you feel like, yo, I just got hit by a bus, I'm not okay and won't be okay tomorrow either?
Actually, from Bianca, when we had our last woman standing match in Saudi Arabia, we did, and she said the same thing about the belly to belly I did on the stage, but a suplex I took from her on the ramp, it just took me out. And actually a suplex we did in Mexico a couple weeks ago took me out. I don't know what that ring was made of, but my back is still jacked up from it. Anything that Piper Niven does to me, her big boss man slam, took that on the floor in Scotland. Those three come to my head right away.
And you brought up Mexico. I don't know if you're reading my notes. I want to ask you, because it's the perfect segue. Seems like the landscape of the WWE, the women's division, is changing. There's rumors of Delta coming, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is it and how dope is it to be like, no, come on, come to the division.
Yeah, I love that we have a division that women from all around the world want to come to and that they all want a piece of. And I feel like it was like that a lot when NXT, when we were in NXT and we were coming up to Raw and SmackDown. And then it got a little, kind of this for a little bit. And now it's like peaking again. It's piking again, whatever the right term is for that. And I think that we're putting out the kind of competition that women want to be a part of and test themselves with. Obviously, there's companies all over the world that they can have their choice of, and they chose us. And I really need to step my game up. That's really what it's come to. And I've had that conversation with myself for there's been a long time where okay, well, I'm here. I'm a locker room leader. I'm a champion. But with these new girls coming in, they don't care. They're going to take everything from me, and I have to fight for it.
Last question. So I live in Vegas, and it was really cool to be at Hard to Kill and sitting in one of the Abraham Lincoln balconies. And then I saw you across.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
Damn, you guys, I thought we were
I'm not the one who took the picture.
Right.
I was just across and oh, that's cool, supporting friends. You'll never know. You don't know my Twitter. But that wasn't the only time. You've kind of gone to these shows looking like you're robbing a bank. How fun has that been?
I don't know if it's fun, more so nerve-wracking. It's just man, and it's not that we'd get in trouble for these things, They've been very cool with me coming to these shows. it's just like, all right, let's see who we can hide from here. And it's a little nerve-wracking, but I just want to enjoy it just like everybody else is. And I would say the most fun one was with Naomi and Tamina when we dressed up with the mask. And
it's a classic video.
Yeah, it's been interesting finding different disguises, I guess.
There it is.
Yeah.
Bayley, best of luck, and thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Our SummerSlam coverage continues with Chelsea Green. Chelsea, I wanted to tell you this in Toronto, but as a Latino, I want to congratulate you for joining our community because you're now Chelsea Mysterio.
That's right.
So this is a major trade from the Caucasians to the Latinos. How do you feel?
I feel like a spicy margarita, just like my little friend Miss P. I feel great. Besides, like, falling off a ladder, having Tiffany stab me in the back, that silly little blonde, I feel great. Other than that.
Can you try to describe as best you can falling off a ladder like that? Because it was like the best wrestling picture of the year, by the way.
It was no, the photo was iconic. It was terrifying, and it all happens in slow motion. And like as I'm up there and it's wiggling, I regret everything. But then when you hear the fans, and I got to see Tiffany have her moment from down below, it was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. It was a good feeling.
No, it was one of the moments of the night. And speaking of like big bumps, Bianca Belair did an interview on Complex. She talked about how when she got hit by Nia, she kind of peed herself because it was like really, painful. I'm not asking you when you've peed in the ring, but I want to ask you, is there like a move that made you feel like I just got hit by a bus?
Yes, everything by Bianca. So the irony of B saying that about Nia, that's interesting. That is interesting. She got a taste of her own medicine.
That is hilarious. And then last question, you had a wonderful night last night. For those that are watching this interview, we'll play the highlight. You showing up at GCW, you returning. What the hell, huh?
No, Matt fooled the whole crowd and acted as if I was going to come out. And let me tell you something. For a second, I was going to be a supportive wife, and then I realized the motive. And the motive is to be a mean, big old bully. And so I didn't support it. And he was a jerk, just like I thought he would be.
Chelsea, we're closing out this interview as we pose for the thumbnail and the Instagram caption. Every Instagram needs a caption. I'll let you do it. So what's it going to be, Chelsea? Latinos forever?
Oh, wait, I love that. I might get canceled for that because I'm so unbelievably white. It's sad. But can I be part of the community?
Can you just say, I'm Chelsea Mysterio?
I am Chelsea Mother Mysterio. Am I going to get canceled for that?
You are not. Chelsea, thank you so much. Appreciate you, love.
Thank you.
Yo, the rare follow-up interview after what has been 3 weeks?
I think 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yo, I missed you, dog.
I missed you too, man.
And
Long 3 weeks. Long painful 3 weeks. I don't know how we did it. That separation.
But we did it. Thank you, NCAA football. You made it easier. Yes. So we had a conversation, right? And one thing that didn't get brought up kind of seems very odd because I consider myself a meaty man. You are the inventor of such. Can you explain to the public, as sometimes I think it gets misinterpreted, explain what a meaty man is and a meaty man match is? What classifies?
A meaty man to me is just a burly man. And honestly, sometimes it's really a state of mind too. You know what I mean? It's not just about your physical vessel. And of course that is important. I'm looking for people with big chests, put together. You could be brolic, you could be all muscle, you could have a little heft to you, you could have a little blubber to you. That's cool too. But if you come with the mindset of a man who is hefty, a man who shall not be moved, but instead I'm gonna move you, a mover of other men. Yeah, and also I think it can extend to women as well. But anyways, it's really just about that. It's about being stout. It is about, you could be ground-based, you could be a bit of a high flyer too. We got some big meaty men who like to jump off ropes and jump off things as well, and that's fine. But it's about a mind state of stoutness. Like I'm gonna get in the gym, I'm gonna put on some weight, and I'm gonna make sure that the earth, when I move, the earth feels me. That gravity knows who I am. Gravity knows your name. That's a meaty man. And a meaty man match is just at least two of those people colliding. That's what I want to hear. That's the collision. When they slap that's the meat slapping. That's what it sounds like.
I've never cried in an interview. This is probably the closest.
It's okay.
Your dream meaty man match for you would be Goldberg, I'm assuming, or who?
Yeah, I would be Goldberg. That's who I looked up to as a kid. But now we got so many different players in the mix. I become a big Obafemi fan. How could you not be a big Obafemi fan? But let's give love to Otis. Let's give love to Bronson Reed. Let's give love to Amos, to Ivar. We got a good crop of big meaty men running around.
Last question. I know a lot of times when you get interviews, they ask about your health and you're returning to the ring. For you, is there a cutoff at this certain point, if I haven't returned, I'm good and content with life and how it is?
I don't know if there's necessarily a cutoff. I don't necessarily have a date in mind or a time or any of those things. But I'm content in life right now. And I have been content in life since day one, honestly. I think instead of focusing on all the things that are lost or the things I can't do or not being in the ring anymore, I focus on the things that I do have. And I'm so blessed. I'm so fortunate. One, I'm not in pain. I move around well. I'm in the gym. I live a great life. You don't have to pity me. You don't have to feel bad for me at all. I got so many incredible things. And the nice thing is, although I've been out of the ring, I have so many other challenges and other things come my way that I've really enjoyed. I've loved being a part of these countdown shows. We do pre-shows, we do post-shows. Being able to cover, being able to be here on a weekend like this and to take part, I'm so fortunate and so blessed to be 15 years under contract with WWE. I can't believe how quickly it's flown by, but I'm still here and I'm still doing things that I love and enjoy. I get to see so many of my friends. So I'm blessed. I'm immensely blessed. I'm really thankful for all those things. I appreciate everyone who's checked in on me, who I can't believe, I thought after a year people would have moved on and given up. But, it's like 2.5 years and people are still asking.
We still want your ass back in the ring.
And I appreciate that. It means a lot. But no, life has been really, really good. I am blessed. I don't live in any regret or any of those things. I'm very, very thankful.
That's amazing. Well, look, as always, Big E, thank you for the time, and I want you to know that photo shoot you did with your boo, I'm copying every single one of them poses.
Please do. Look, we stole those poses anyways, so they are for the world. They are, especially with someone you love. If you could do something goofy with someone you love, that's what I suggest. Do something goofy with someone you love.
Big E on Unlikely. As always, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my G.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.